morning. We are heading into weigh-in for week 8. And before we get those results in a couple of days, I wanted to just kind of explain kind of the food and how you eat on the Ideal Protein protocol and what I'm doing. Everyone's going to be a little bit different on what they like, what they don't like, and that's why they do try to give you as much variety as they can while maintaining the strict macro ratios that they need for you to lose weight. So first of all, they do want you to take certain supplements. So I have a good multivitamin that you take twice a day. Then you want something with some omega-3, some good oils that you also will take twice a day. And then you take 4 of these calcium, magnesium kind of supplements to make sure, because you're not eating any dairy. And so you're very limited on what foods will give you calcium, especially. And then the magnesium helps as well. So those wanted to go over the book a little bit more. So you write down for breakfast, and they have the places where you check off what time you took your supplements. It's more important that you just take them, whether you take them all at once or you take them throughout the day. I mean, it's just you just need to get them in. And then place for a snack. And at the bottom, you can record how much water did you do any exercise. Some of the other daily essentials that they want you to have every day is a certain amount of salt and a certain amount of oils. And also, if you wanted to do one of their water enhancers, which is like a Gatorade electrolyte. And then there's some optional items here like coffee, or some of their creamers for your coffee. This is basically coffee. And then a place where you just kind of write down, are you tired today? Are you extra hungry today? Irritable, and of course they want to make sure that you're going to the bathroom on a regular basis. So that's kind of how the book looks on the inside. You have at the very front, it kind of gives you, so you could take this if you really wanted to and just have, okay, I need to have one of these for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snack kind of thing. And it tells you which ones are unlimited. You can have as many of these as you want. These only have a couple of cups a day of the selective, and occasional, only a couple cups per week of the occasional veggies. And then all your C's on the other side has like your different optional items that you could have, your proteins. And then they also give you, to help with measurements, because they really want you to measure everything out, they want you to get a weight scale. So, not a weight scale, food scale. They want you to get a food scale, and they actually give you a sheet that tells you if you have 1 cup of Brussels sprouts, here's how much it should weigh. Versus just kind of guessing and measuring, and I don't know, this kind of looks like a cup. I wanted to show you some of the products that I particularly like and use. I'm kind of a plain girl. I don't do too much variety in my diet. I like what I like. I know what I like. I mean, you get things like chocolate chip pancakes. It doesn't make a whole lot because, again, you're trying to control your portions. But you get those little treats, and they have their own version of syrup that is sweetened with their things that you can buy. I think if you get the chocolate chip versus the plain, the chocolate chip tastes perfectly sweet enough with the chocolates in it. The water enhancers that they call it's kind of like a Gatorade type thing with electrolytes in it. And it's just a little packet. I mean, this little packet to me is sweet enough to fill up one of these with water. And it's perfectly fine. Now it says, 8 ounces of water, but I can do 3 cups of water and it's perfectly fine. So that helps me get more of my water in, and it doesn't just taste like water. If you want something that's fruity or something, they have several different flavors of those. One I've been trying for Christmas time is this peppermint mocha shake that I've been putting in with my coffee. And I'm not a huge peppermint person, but it tastes pretty good. It helps give you that kind of Christmassy feel of, ooh, I get, a treat. And then I love when I make my salads, you're used to putting all the toppings and all the stuff on it, and you're very limited in what you can do for yourself. I found these. They're the sweet and spicy trail mix, and it's their version of what's approved for nuts, because you can't have any other nuts but these. And so I like them to put them on my salad because it helps get a little crunch, a little texture to my salad, and it just adds that extra flavor there to it. And then, of course, if you buy the real bacon bits, not the fake stuff, but the ones that are made out of real bacon, you know, that's protein that you can put on your salad. Go through my typical day of what I eat and when I eat it, which was a process for me to figure out. So like I said, in the morning, I usually make my shake and kind of sip on that throughout the morning. And then at lunch, I actually have found that my body wants protein. So that's when I eat kind of my big meal, okay? I eat my big protein meal then with, I'm gonna try to take. You can have these, the Smart Bun. So if you're craving breads like I do, of one of these little things, you can either get a plain or with a sesame. And I do this with it. I like to toast it because it kind of gets a little mushy because it has to be refrigerated. So I toast it in my toaster, and then I'll put a burger on it. I'll just put lunch meat on it. I'll put chicken on it. I'll do a lot of different things with it. I don't eat it every day, but I do eat it 3 or 4 times a week. I use that a lot, and it really helps fill you up, and then the protein gives you the energy that you need. And then sometimes I'll add some extra vegetables with it, but most of the time I'm finding that just that with my 6 ounces, my full serving of protein, that I'm full. And I even have days where I don't want dinner, which is amazing, right? I will eat a snack. And so some of the snacks that they have are like little granola bar type things, or one that really tastes like a Rice Krispie treat. That one's really good. So they have some of those things that I'll have as a snack when I just need a little bit more, but not like a whole meal. But then there's some days where I'm like, I really need a full salad. I just need to eat some more. And that's fine too, you know. You just don't want to go over the allotted. It's okay to be under if you're not hungry, if you're feeling fine, you have energy, you know, you're not losing too much muscle, you know, that's the kind of thing. So, well, there's a lady who has taken the time and the dedication and has the passion, and she made a cookbook. And in this cookbook, it takes things like the pancake mix and says, what can I do differently with this, but still be within the parameters? And so she has made up a wonderful cook. It gives you the portions, it gives you what you need, and it tells you how many servings it is. So if it says it's 2 servings, you have to like cut it in half, and it's 2 servings, you know. But it's this huge book of recipes, and the cool thing is she broke up the table of contents in the back. You could either look up something by like chicken, I want to find a recipe with chicken, or you can look it up and say, what are all the things I can make with this particular ideal product? So that helps give you variety, and that was definitely a good investment that we're going to see a return on. So we will see what my results are for this 8-week when I go in 2 days. 2 more days until my weigh-in. All right, we'll see you then. Okay guys, so I have my results for week 8 of my weigh-in, and I was down another 2 pounds. So I'm officially 20 pounds lost in 8 weeks. Yay! Some stats about the last 2 weeks. I've noticed since I've increased my exercise, it seems like I'm like, why is my weight loss not being more increased? Well, a good thing about these sheets are they give you how much fat you're losing and how much muscle you might be losing or gaining. So these last 2 weeks, I've actually gained 2.5 pounds of muscle, even though I've lost 2.5 pounds or so of fat. So I've lost some on the scale, but you're really not seeing as much on the scale because my muscle gain is being outweighed by my fat loss. So, but it just means that everything's still working, everything's good. It might mean that in two weeks from now, I see a huge drop, as this new muscle that I'm gaining is starting to burn more fat. So we'll keep you updated on that, and I hope you have a blessed day. Hope you see less of me as you see more of me over the next couple weeks.